I want to turn now to some specifics. So we started with really setting the stage. Now, really getting into that calming the chaos. If you could share a time when an interim leader stepped into a chaotic situation and successfully stabilized the organization, what key actions made the difference in those situations?
I can jump in here. We had an example of actually, we were in the process of implementing Epic here within our organization and had exit of our person overseeing our information technology area. And we went through a process of identifying a replacement CIO on an interim basis to step in into this situation. That came to working with an organization. And also, as part of that, we identified a number of resumes, we interviewed candidates, but it was a tremendous destabilizing time potentially for the organization with this massive implementation of a health records system. And so by bringing an interim candidate in, they had a proven track record, frankly, of implementing Epic in other organizations. They did a tremendous job of really upskilling the department along with implementing Epic. It helped to maintain continuity, frankly, from where we were to where we wanted to go, and also preserving trust with this transition as well within the team, as well as sustaining the culture. So this was just one example. We've had several examples in the organization, which I'll allude to probably a little bit later on as well. But this was a very challenging time for the organization. This person stepped in very, very easily, helped and worked very well with the team to move us in the right direction to implement it very flawlessly, frankly.
I'll jump in here. The role that I just wrapped up at Wellspan, the purpose of interim leadership for them was not about chaos, but was more about exploration and acceleration of outcomes. Specifically, the very visionary CEO wanted to create a new org structure at the senior level and wanted to see if a chief administrative officer role would help accelerate the performance of legal, IT, innovation, and HR, specifically as those organizations were critical to supporting some large transformational growth initiatives. And so when I came in there, it was about evaluating what was possible with the CAO role, helping to shape, structure, and demonstrate the efficacy of the CAO organization. And in the course of just 6 months, not only demonstrating that that role was important for the health system, but was a vital accelerator for what will be some pretty transformational work that's coming in the months and years ahead. So you can have a resolution of chaos, but it also can be a way to explore and initiate new leadership capabilities for an organization.
Both Sheri and Sam so dead on. And you know what I would add too, just as something to think as a paradigm, our interim leaders, when they come on assignment, we're all busy with our day-to-day in all of our leadership roles, and we carry that work with us, and it kind of builds volume and weight to it. When an interim leader comes in, generally when they're onboarded, they're giving a handful of key priorities, top tasks to perform and accomplishments, so they're lasered and they're focused. And after 6 months or 5 months, you're going to see because they don't have all that residual that they're carrying, and they're really a specialist, lasered for performance and results. And just like Sam and Sheri said, speed comes along with it very, very easily.